there it is. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. Technically, 1 minute after noon. It is the Sunday Supplemental with me, T-Bone, one half of the amazing combination that is the Lunsby Show, T-Bone and Chick Brew. I apologize. As you could tell, I am wearing Ferrari red because it is a great day for Ferrari, baby. Hey, D, I am sorry, okay? I'm sorry. I was watching the race. There was a horrible crash in the first lap of the race. So that put everything behind. And then when I came downstairs, I was losing my mind. And I almost rage quit, but I didn't rage quit. Why isn't that showing? Don't count out rage quitting just yet. Oh, balls. I have a little thing over here that's supposed to show over there, but it doesn't because it just likes to infuriate me. I don't need that. Just bear with me. Let me go over here and put this back where it's supposed to be. Okay, and then drag that over, and it's not working. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not gonna get mad. I'm not gonna get angry. Thank you for your forgiveness, because it's such a beautiful story. You know, imagine being a poor little child living in a country that you can't afford to live in and seeing one of the most iconic races ever to happen every year just outside your door. You know, it's the story of Charles Leclerc. He grows up in Monaco as a young man. He wants to be a driver. He wants to drive for Ferrari. He wants to win his home race. You know, he was so confident in his abilities that his father, diagnosed with a terminal illness, he had lied to his dad and told him that he was signed by Ferrari before he was actually signed by Ferrari. And then they actually did sign him up, and he's been doing really good for the team. And then today he wins in Monaco. It is fairy tale, I tell you. And I was watching that, and I got distracted. So I apologize. I'm running late because then I come down here, and you know it's the domino effects, man. Once one thing goes late, the next thing goes late, the next thing goes late. Hold on one second. Let me get this out. Mother! Hey, good morning, Mother. Good seeing you. Hey, we got 3 viewers this morning, and that means there's a lot of wonderful information that you're going to get to know. And don't believe everything I say, number one. Number two, don't believe everything you read. I want you to look at the circled one there, okay? You see the circled one? That's 1863. That's what they said happened, and when we get to it, you're going to find out that probably didn't happen in 1863. Here we go with your national days of the week. Yeah. We do national days of the week first. That is this week in history. The 26th today, how appropriate, is National Sorry Day, or as Canadians call it, every day. So I came into this an hour and a half late because it's race day and because there was a crash. Hello, 5th viewer. And well, National Sorry Day begins with me apologizing. I'm sorry. You should always say you're sorry, even when you're not. It makes people feel better, even if they shouldn't. Tomorrow is Memorial Day. A solemn occasion that you should take seriously. Hello, Mr. Taney. In accordance with National Sorry Day, sorry for being late, but thank you for being there. Memorial Day, do something to remember those who have fallen, who have gone before us. You know, do that. But you already knew it was Memorial Day because you already bought your hot dogs and your steaks. So I'm going to give you something that you didn't know. It's also National Nothing to Fear Day. Nothing to fear but fear itself. On Memorial Day is National Fear Day. Interesting to say, if you will. Interesting to say. All right, on the 28th, now we're talking, it's National Brisket Day. Love me a good brisket. I got ribs. I need to cook those. She got a really good deal on ribs. So I got to go cook those. It's not a brisket, and it's not the 28th. But I'm sorry. That's going to be the theme for today. Moving on to the 29th. I don't know what that is. The 29th. I can't read my own writing. No, I don't know. You know what? I'm skipping it because I don't know what it was. I don't know what the 29th. Well, I got the thing up right here. You're doing a butt tomorrow. Nice. I don't know. I don't know what the 29th is, and I don't have it up. So, you know what? It's one day of the week. You're just going to have to figure it out on your own. Whatever the national occurrence is on that day, the 29th, you're going to have to figure it out on your own. I can tell you on the 30th, it's National Thanksgiving Day. Sometimes I have to look these things up to see if they're true. And Thanksgiving is a real thing that's done exactly like Thanksgiving, except instead of thanks, they just replaced everything with fakes. You still have a Thanksgiving turkey, and you still give fakes for all the things you're faithful for. It's just a reason to get the loved ones together and have thanks. Sorry. On the 31st, the last day of May, if you got 'em, flaunt 'em, baby. It's National Smile Day. I know that's going to look freakish when you see it, because it felt freakish while I was doing it. Yes, National Smile Day. Now, I told you that there were a whole bunch of national days in April, and there were a whole bunch of national days in May. There are not as many national days in June, but June the 1st had the longest list of things attributed to it that I have ever seen in the calendar year. 105 national things are occurring on June the 1st. And the third one the third one down the list was National Olive Day. Get yourself some olives. What is, you think olives and you're just like, it's an olive. But, olives, especially if they're stuffed with garlic, if they're the big, fat, green ones, stuffed with a clove of garlic inside. Oh, mamma mia. A delight. What's your favorite olive out there? Do you have one? Is there an olive combination? You ever tried the olive salad, the muffaletta? Forget about it. That thing is amazing. That has been your national days o' the week. And now it's time for a community service note. That's not working. That's great to know. Jeez, it's always something. Here we go. The June the 8th. I tried to get one that was a little bit further out so I'd have time to advertise it for them. Not that they really need advertising. These things tend to sell out. I told you that's next Saturday, June the 8th. I told you the firefighters here in central Pennsylvania love to raise money. I don't know what they're raising money for, but they love to do it. They like to cook some food and sell some food, and they love their bingos and their raffles. And once again, the fire department is doing something. This is one that I have personally partaken in next Saturday, June the 8th, starting at 10 o'clock and going until they sell out. It's a barbecue chicken sale. For $12 whole, you get one half a chicken, a baked potato, some applesauce, and a roll with butter. Proceeds support Enola Fire Company number 3, Volunteer Fire Company number 3. That is going to be happening at 715 Wirtsville Road, or to help you better, it's the Financial Credit Union, the AmeriCorps, or whatever it is. But it's right there on East Penn Road and Wirtsville Road. Olive Garden. I will forgive you for that. Jersey has the trash business. Pennsylvania has raffles. True, true. Recently, our trash business has been turned over to the Jersey people. You knew it was bad when they told you that the people that are taking over your trash contact are. They put this in writing, reputable. Reputable. Moving on. All right, we do this one. We do three things when we do the supplemental. We try to do it at 10:30 on Sundays, with the exception of race day. We give you your national days of the week. We give you a community service note. By the way, if you have anything going on in the community that you want advertised, please let me know and I'll do something up for you. And then we do this week in history. When we do this week in history, we try to turn it into a trivia-styled contest, but I have to be mindful and aware that you are on a serious time delay of about 15 seconds. And I'm not going to sit here in silence for 15 seconds on every one of these. I'm going to give you the question, give you an appropriate time to respond, start feeding you some clues, and then eventually give up on you if you can't get it right. Is everybody ready to play? Give me a raise your non-firing hand if you're ready to play. All right, here we go. In 1939, these two countries agreed to a military and political alliance. It's 1939. These two countries agreed to a military and political alliance. They would be known as the Axis powers. There were only three of them, but in 1939, these two get together. The third one is years later in Asia. These two countries are in Europe. The clock is ticking. I've given you about as many clues as I could give you without, giving it away. These two countries form the Axis powers, 1939. Wrong guesses are appreciated, okay? It gives me something to talk about. Germany and Italy. Mr. Taney for the win. That is correct. 1 point to you, sir. Good job. 1979, this rock star files for bankruptcy in order to free himself, free being an operative word here, free himself from his contract with Shelter Records. He's a rock star. It's 1979. He files bankruptcy to free himself from his contract with Shelter Records. Huh? Come on. I slipped it right in there. Because I'm free. Who could this rock star in 1979 be that filed for bankruptcy in order to get out of his contract with Shelter Records? He is a famous California man. He is deceased, no longer with us, dying within the last couple of years. But in 1979, he wasn't dead because he filed for bankruptcy. Mr. Taney, again, that is correct. It was Tom Petty. In Irwin, Pennsylvania, and again, I'm getting to know the customs of living in the state of Pennsylvania. Some of them are strange to me. In 1994, a man in Irwin, Pennsylvania, was buried in what? He was buried in something, obviously not a casket. If it was a casket, it wouldn't be a news story. It's 1994. It's Irwin, Pennsylvania. And the man is buried in what? The first clue is it wasn't a coffin. Free falling guy. Yes, D, you are correct. Mr. Morgan comes in with the correct answer. It was a car. Mr. Taney, a more specific answer. It was a Corvette. You want to really impress me? What year and what color was the Corvette? Because I have that information available to me. Yeah, got himself buried in a Corvette. I wonder if it was convertible. I actually kind of wonder how that happened. In 1868, this president is acquitted in a Senate impeachment trial. It was not 63 or blue, but the great guesses. It was 84 and it was white, but the good guess. This president was acquitted in 1868 after the Senate impeached him. Now, he was the first president to be impeached. If you don't remember the process of impeachment, first they impeach you, and then they try to fire you. You know, they impeach you, and then they kick you out. And it doesn't really happen. A lot of people get impeached. Nobody gets kicked out. One half. It's all carrot, no stick. That's what I'm saying. This president, 1868, is acquitted in a Senate impeachment trial. If you knew who the president was. If you know who the first president to be impeached was, you would know. If you know who the second president to be impeached was, that was Bill Clinton. And the third president, and reigning impeachment champion of the world, Donald Trump. 2.5. He got 2.5 impeachments. No takers? Nobody's even going to throw out a couple of names of presidents out there? Correct. You know, as a self-taught political science major, Mr. McLean, good job. It was Andrew Johnson. I'm going to give you this one. It's a little bit out of order, but it's okay. This automaker is formed in 1937. Yes. The People's Wagon, as it is known in the language of the country in which it was created, this car company is created in 1937 by das German government, and this car company is still around today. It is Volkswagen. Good job. Now, and here, in case you missed it, in case you came in late, I'm going to show it to you again. Look at the one that's circled there. See that? 27/1863. You see that? This is what it said happened in 1863. I'm not even going to turn this into a question, okay? I'm just going to read it to you because it's that silly. Bob Dylan's breakthrough album, The Freewheelin' Bob Dylan, is released on 27 May 1863. I don't believe that fact to be true. I believe maybe 1963. Bob Dylan, 1963. That sounds about right. Yeah, they were only off by 100 years. And that, ladies and gentlemen, has been the supplemental. I found out that if I turn this light right into my eyeballs, I can see a bunch of stars, number one. Number two, I fixed that background thing I was having an issue with. So yay me for that. This was good. Bullshito. This was fun. It was great. Sorry I was late. Remember, today's National Sorry Day. Get those sorries out of your system. Tomorrow, Memorial Day. Do something memorial like-esque if you have the opportunity. As always, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. A new episode should be recorded today. Hopefully. Depends if she's above ground or not. We'll find out. As always, I remind you, just be the best person that you can be. If you were a great person today, be an even better person tomorrow. Chick Bruce sends her love, and that's all.